ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Another F250 video, man. I got about 40% into this and then realized, hey, I should probably shoot a video for the channel that I've been neglecting. So what we're doing is we're replacing the front axle U-joints. I've already done the other side, and I have it most of the way torn down. I guess I could go step by step with you here real quick. First thing, disconnect the sway bar, because the drag link right here, you drop, or this is the drag, you drop this down and this up, and you can't get this up far enough with the sway bar in the way. So what you want to do is just release the sway bar on both sides. That needs to be replaced, but lift the sway bar up, the other bar will come up. Get that loose, then take the brakes off. It's real easy. So that brake caliper will be attached to these with these little bolts that just go in there. Your caliper sits right here, and then take the actual mount off, which is held in with these big boys. So I usually screw those back in there so I don't lose them. Of course, we're going to clean all of this up and put some brake grease on it, silicone brake grease, because look right there, that's just nasty. And your brakes need to be able to slide back and forth so they completely release. So we're going to clean that up here in a minute. So now we're down to getting the, oh, and you might want to take the brake rotor off. I don't know if you want to or not, but it'd probably help. Take the brake rotor off, and then take the center, the vacuum lock, four-wheel drive hoopty out. I got you guys on my phone so I can see what I'm doing, but anyway, get to this point. Next thing you're going to do is there's 4 bolts. Let's see if I can put you guys back there so you can see. So there's 4 bolts behind. Bring my phone over here. Might be able to see them. Yeah, there's one up top there, one on the bottom. Same thing on the other side. So you want to take those out. Now I got to get you guys all set back up. I shouldn't have moved it. That was dumb. There we go. That'll enable you to take the wheel bearing off. But before you get the wheel bearing off, your ABS sensor is right here. ABS. Yeah, ABS. Your ABS sensor is right here. You want to be real careful with this thing because they have a tendency to break off inside the wheel bearing. So you want to take a number, it don't tell me what the number is. You want to take this size, one of these little hex head hoopty magoos. You're going to put that down in there. You're going to take this ABS sensor out before you release the hub so that you don't break nothing. I'm going to take this screw out, and I'm going to be real careful about how I get that ABS sensor out, because we just fixed the ABS on this truck. It works as advertised now. It took me rewiring the plug, but it works. I'm not trying to break it. And it would be, I've got a spare hub over there on the shelf, but I'd really rather not use it unless I have to. They're kind of expensive. They're about $400. At least for this truck they are. Okay, so I can't just slide it out, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get a very small screwdriver so that it comes up out of there even. So give me a second. figure I'll move you guys a little closer so you get less of me and more of what we're doing. So I got this little screwdriver here, and there's a little slot right here in the come on, baby. There's a little slot for the wire, and you can bend this tab down just to get it out of your way while you're doing this. But you want to make sure that this thing comes up and out of here even, or you will break it off in there. And actually, this thing was kind of rusted in there a little bit, so that worries me a little bit. We'll clean that up, and we definitely don't want to get any dirt down in the hub. And this little sensor looks like, oh, come here, baby. Come here, baby. Little sensor looks like that. It's got dirt on it because I accidentally let it hit right there, but my damn camera's about dead, so I'm having to use my battery pack. It's kind of a pain in the ass to pick you guys up and move you around. We'll get this all cleaned up, but there's a little hole in the heat shield there that I don't know if it's designed for what I just did, but it seems to work. Put the sensor, so the sensor normally sits, oh, come on, baby. Oh, come on. Oh, don't get it. Stop, dummy. So the sensor normally sits underneath this flange, and it goes in a little hole in there. So don't forget that when you go to put it back together. Don't forget to put it under the heat shield. And this little tab, if you bend this tab up, you notice I bent it down. If you bend this tab up, I guarantee you will not get it back right, and you'll hear it while you're driving. Drives you nuts. Don't ask me how I know, but I guarantee it'll happen. So I'm gonna clean up around these nuts. Somehow I got mud all over in here. Oh, from driving back. Okay, never mind. Give me a second. Well, ladies and gentlemen, through YouTube magic, I am down to one nut to get off. These things are stuck on here, and you gotta tune them a little bit to get them off. We'll see. Yeah, this one's gonna need a little tuning. Meet my tuning tool. Oh, no, I'm an idiot. Completely delete that entire clip. The nuts are off. The only thing that's left holding it on is there's a C-clip, or I forget what you call these things. I think I got one from the other side. There's a clip. Bam! Looks just like that on the inside of there. It's probably covered in grease. You need a pair of snap ring pliers and adjust them so that they pull out, not in, obviously. But you need to spread this gap and then pull it over the axle. Okay? So, I'll clean my hand off a little bit so that I can hit stop on the camera. Give me a second. Now, don't be that guy that goes to AutoZone or wherever you get your tools and says, man, mine only go out. How do I make it go in? Like somebody I know. That's why there's a captive screw here. You take them apart. Put it on the other side, hero. If you're that guy, God bless you. Life's gonna be rough. Actually, if you're that guy, don't do this job. So, we're gonna go down in the hole here. We're gonna see where this bad boy is. And we're gonna squeeze. Oh shit. They can be kind of a bugger to, you can't really see, you gotta go by feel and get both holes in there and press in and out at the same. Oh, and pinch your finger, cuss a little bit. But thankfully, because I am an amazing mechanic, well, not really, it's more dumb luck than anything, but it is off. Bam! There she is, boys and girls. So I got a new one, so I'm just gonna toss that bad boy down there. We don't need that where we're going. So we got all the nuts off on the back here. The axle should move in and out pretty free. So sometimes these things get stuck on here. There are special tools out there to get them off. I myself have a special tool that I use. It's readily accessible at many tool stores. It's a tuning tool. Give her a couple good tune-ups. Maybe more than one. What the deal is where that slides in to the knuckle, there is a rubber seal that goes around there. And you're trying to defeat that seal and get a rusted part off. So it can be a challenge, but just keep working it, you'll get it out. Bam, here we go. We got her off there. You should be left with something that looks about like this. So from this point, this is going to be weird, but from this point you're going to pry your axle out. And you need a big old tuning tool. I actually did not have one big enough, and when I did the other side I went to Harbor Freight and got the biggest pry bar they had, and it worked like a charm. You're going to come in from the front, and essentially there's a lip right here. Of course mine's covered up with some bullshit from that bad seal. And you're going to take that pry bar and you're going to put it on that lip and the end of the axle. Use the end of the axle as a fulcrum. And you're going to pry and push that axle this way. You're trying to defeat the seal right here. Trying to pop that whole thing out. And you'll feel it when it goes. You're not going to hurt anything. And I needed to replace this anyway. Do not reuse this seal. I'll tell you right now, do not reuse this seal. Your automatic four-wheel drive will not work. You're gonna try to drive it in there and you're gonna screw it all up, and it's cheap enough just to get new seals. That's what I'm gonna do. So let me go get my tuning tool and we'll get started, and I'll show you guys how this works. When I say tuning tool, I mean tuning tool. It is damn near the width of the opening of my wheel well. So we're gonna get her. I'm gonna try to do this without bumping the yeah, that's gonna be So I did put these linkages back on to keep this sort of straight. And we're gonna get behind that lip and try not to fall on our ass. That's the aim anyway. And y'all can see that axle moving. she goes. It's coming now, boys. Come on, Bessie. Yeah, there she goes. So she just pops out of there just like that, boys and girls. And then I've got a special tool. Yes, this is one of the things where you have to buy a special tool. If you don't buy this special tool, one, you'll never get the seal back on the axle the way it should be. And two, you'll never get it back in the knuckle the way you're supposed to. So this tool makes it super easy. But right now, I'm going to take this out. I'm not going to bore you guys with how to change a U-joint. There's plenty of other awesome videos around YouTube that'll show you how to change a U-joint. I'm going to change it, and I'll be back with you guys when we're going back in. I am going to clean up the surface right here. I'm going to do a lot of cleaning. Whenever I put something back together, it's clean. Clean and lubed. So, give me a second. I'm going to change this U-joint. I'm going to let my camera charge up a little bit, and then I'll be back with you guys in time to put it back in. Alright guys, this camera ain't going to last very long. This was an impromptu thing and I didn't charge it up. But so here's the axle without the seal. Here's the new seal. You want to put this side out. So it'll go on the axle like so. Like so. Okay. And what we're going to do is I got a fancy special tool that we're going to use. Let me get that off there. It is number 6997 Ford axle shaft seal installer. Now this is the size, well, let's see. It's OTC 6697. Did I say? I think I said 6997 a second ago. It's 6697. I'll put a link to it in the video description. You absolutely need this tool to do this. It looks like, oh God, that big hunk of metal. So what this thing does, get the camera up. Oh, I ain't got enough hands, y'all. It is recessed in there, and it will only let you go so far, and it drives it on straight. Okay, so I was gonna just stand the axle up, but that's a dumb idea, and we're not going to do that. So, in the vise, nice and stable, we put the seal on. This side should be looking up at you, not this side. This side goes towards the truck. This side goes towards the wheel. Put that bad boy on there. Take your OTC 669, man, whatever the hell it was. 6697 Ford axle shaft seal installer. So this is cool. It's a two-prong, and I'm probably going to have to mute, so I'm not going to say anything because I don't want y'all to have to hear me banging on this. Just like that, she set on there, boys. So now, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera off. I gotta go clean the truck up, the truck side, but this axle's ready to go in now. undo the vise here. New U-joint, new seal. She's ready to go in. So I will show you what the second half of this tool does in a minute. It'll get the seal perfectly in there to where it's right where it needs to be. Because you can drive it too deep or too shallow. So give me a second. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got the nice fancy fixed up axle. I cleaned up where the seal rides so that we don't tear the seal up. Right there. Put a new seal in there. I wanted to show that, but I did it and then remembered I wanted to show it. It's not that difficult. You literally pry it out and then tap a new one in. It's really not that difficult. Just get your tuning tool in there and pry, and it'll pop out. Much like you'd do a freeze plug. Hit one side, pry it out. Anyway, we're going to put this thing in there. It will, I'll go ahead and tell you now, it will go into the drive, or the carrier, before you have to start using the tool. So get her in there and get it right, and then this is going to be a pain in the ass because the wheels are turned ever so slightly. Okay, so I could feel it go into the carrier up there. So now what you do is take this fancy tool, put it on the front here, and this lip right here won't let you drive it any deeper than you need to. Okay, so basically it's smack it. So I'll mute this so that you guys ain't got to listen to me smacking this thing. Alright, just like that, she is reinstalled. So, the rest of it is basically a reverse removal, put everything back. I'm going to go ahead and end the video here just because I got to clean up the brakes and I'm running out of daylight and battery in my camera. So, if you liked the video, give me a, get to where you guys can see me. Probably still can't. If you liked the video, give me a like, subscribe. When I do stuff on my truck, I video it so that maybe those that don't know how to do it or might be scared to do it, think it's might be a little too difficult. Most of the stuff on these is pretty easy. So, whew, I'm out of breath after that. Yeah. Subscribe, turn that little bell notification on, and when I post something, you'll know about it. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. See you later.